HAFTR playing a fast-paced game, trying to push the ball and get layups in transition.
Definitely. So we'll start out this second half with the same starting lineup we started the game with: Hurwitz, Pincer, Glazer, Feldman, and Gardenhouse. And
Beth Tfiloh will get the ball on the inbound.
Beth Tfiloh will get the ball on the inbound, and the starting five for the HAFTR Hawks is...
We'll be returning the same players that started before. That's Jesselson, Koritsky, Shimama, Leonardo, and Elephant. Glazer inbounds the ball to Gartenhouse, bringing it down court. Finds Hurwitz on the wing. Pincer at the top of the key, looking to pass, finds Feldman on the wing.
Feldman to Glazer at the top of the key. He passes to Hurwitz. Hurwitz to Gardenhouse in the paint. He shoots, scores. A great shot and take by Gardenhouse.
It's a nice pass, getting Gardenhouse on the high post. Gets a nice jumper from the elbow.
Shamama now with the ball. Passes it.
Leonardo.
Oh,
pass deflected by Glazer. Feldman going after it. And that's going to be a backcourt on HAFTR. Great hustle by both Glazer and Feldman. Glazer getting the deflection. Feldman chasing after that ball, forcing that to be a backcourt violation. Beth Tfiloh ball.
Assistant coach Krieger for the Beth Tfiloh Warriors gives Glazer a big high five for that play.
Gartenhouse bringing it down the court, looking to get into their half-court offense. Hurwitz cutting, high post, no. Glazer gets it at the top of the key.
Glazer passes it to Pincer. Pincer gets it back to Glazer. Glazer in the paint, puts it up. He misses.
No, he didn't miss. That was a travel called. He had a wide open layup and just shuffled his feet. Good catch by the ref. Shimama bringing it down the court. And he finds Koritsky on the wing. We saw Koritsky likes to play in transition a lot, likes to push the ball, get inside. Shimama now.
Jesselson passes back to Koritsky. He shoots. Can't finish.
No good.
Threes have been hard for the HAFTR Hawks to make this game, as the Glazer gets the rebound off that missed three. Hurwitz now takes it up the court. He looks to pass it to Feldman. Feldman now with the ball near the sideline, as the Hawks are playing some tough competitive defense here.
And they're really playing aggressive. Koritsky almost running a circle around Feldman.
Feldman with a great pass to Pincer. Pincer is able to finish, and a strong finish by Pincer, and a great pass by Feldman, as the Hawks now bring it back up the court, but a great block by Pincer on Koritsky.
No, that was by Gartenhouse.
Excuse me, by Gardenhouse.
He seemed like he was as tall as Pincer when he made that block.
That may have been my confusion.
That's for sure. Koritsky trying to catch the inbound pass from Shimama, but no. Gardenhouse picks it off to Glazer for the wide open layup. Beth Tfiloh right now has a 26-17 lead. They've gone on a 6-0 run to start the quarter, and they are hyped up.
I don't know.
Jumping around, shoulder bumps. I don't know what Coach Braun said at halftime, but it sure has worked to inspire the team.
It has motivated and inspired this team to come out here and play aggressive and play smart and play strong, and we've seen it. Some great passing, some great shooting, and the Hawks now need to talk. The head coach for the HAFTR Hawks looks livid in his huddle. Thank you. With his team, and they have to make some quick adjustments here.
Yeah, and he said he didn't want to make any adjustments after the half, but he may need to now, given the intensity with which Beth Tfiloh is playing right now. They went away a little bit from what they'd done in the first half and started pushing the ball, and that turned into some quick points. Quick shout out to Rabbi David Steinberg for being at this game right now, supporting his students. A lot of the teachers, it's really nice, a lot of the teachers come out. Mrs. Shore is here right now, the head of our school, and they support their students. A lot of time we have very formal relationships with our teachers, but the teachers at Beth Tfiloh really kind of break down those barriers a little bit. They come out, they support us, they show that they're here for us, and not just to help us get through the academic side of school, but through all aspects of high school, including sports.
Definitely. In addition, Dr. Copeland is here with her husband, actually cheering in the student section among the students, showing her pride for her Beth Tfiloh Warriors.
And Leonardo takes the three, misses it. Gardenhouse pushing it.
Oh, that's going to be a foul on Gardenhouse by Shimama. There was
Beth Tfiloh just running right by HAFTR there. HAFTR had nothing to do but to foul And, you know, HAFTR really talked before the game that they like to push the ball. That's what they do. They run you down. Right now, Beth Tfiloh has come out playing faster than HAFTR, and that's turned into some fouls and some points for them. It's a big part of their current lead.
Gardenhouse just called to go out there as Tepper comes back in. Gardenhouse seemed to be grabbing his stomach as he makes his way to the personal to the trainer. That'll be something to watch, as he's a big part of this team, and he may have been injured on that foul.
Right there, we had Hurwitz passing it to Glazer in the low post, tries to make another pass, an extra pass to Pincever, but pass just goes through his legs, out of bounds. HAFTR ball. Shimama bringing it down the court now. Leonardo on the wing. Kuritsky, top of the key. Jesselson, short corner. So Leonardo looks for the three, but stops. Passes it back to Kuritsky in the corner. Spin move, drive. Kick to Leonardo for three, just misses. But Kuritsky gets the rebound and gets swatted off the backboard by Pincever going up for the layup.
But he
then gets his own rebound and then draws the foul. That was a great block by Pincever. But Kuritsky was able to get the rebound and go to the line.
There was some great passing there by the HAFTR Hawks, bringing it back and forth across the court. BT struggled a little bit there.
Yeah, that's just great ball movement. That's what you got to do against this 2-3 zone that Beth Tfiloh is playing. You move the ball, you shift the defense, and then you attack the weak spots that open up because of that. Kuritsky misses the first free throw, still 26-17, 4.5 minutes left to play in the third period, as Kuritsky lines up to take the second shot. He misses that one too. That's 0 for 2 right there. HAFTR struggled a little bit from the line, and that's going to be a factor.
Tepper now takes up the court. He looks to pass it to Pincever, but the pass is blocked by the HAFTR Hawks as it rolls out of bounds, and now Elephant is going to take it in.
Ill-advised pass by Tepper gets deflected out of bounds. It just wasn't there, looking for Pincever in the high post. Now HAFTR has it. Leonardo on the wing.
Leonardo passes it to Kuritsky. Kuritsky passes it into the corner.
Greenberg
Back
to Leonardo.
It's up. He misses. Glazer now with the rebound. Passes it. Gets it to Justin.
Pincever.
Gets it to Hurwitz. Hurwitz to Feldman. Feldman to Tepper in the corner. Back to Feldman in the paint. Feldman looks to shoot. Can't. Passes it to Tepper back in the corner. All the way up to Hurwitz at the top of the court. He puts it up for a three, but he can't finish.
It was an open look, and he just missed that one. Tepper had a good hustle to try to keep that ball alive, but he just couldn't get there in time. It will be HAFTR ball under their own basket. As we get a substitution, Gardenhouse back in the game for Feldman, and that's important. As we said, Gardenhouse looked like he was a little shaken up when he came out of the game, but it's good to see him back in the game right now. Good to see that he's okay.
Fans make a sigh of relief as he's a vital part of this team.
In addition, Ryan Ross checks in for Jared Hurwitz.
Scores 26-17 with 3 minutes and 40 seconds left in this third period as the HAFTR Hawks bring it up the court.
It's Greenberg. Bring it up. Harris set to pick him up as he crosses that half-court line. To Barrett on the wing, guarded by Ryan Ross. Kuritsky, guarded by Tepper at the top of the key. Looking, got Leonardo in the quarter. Greenberg resets at the top of the key by the logo. To Barrett. Thinks about a deep three. Thinks twice about it, though. Leonardo driving and gets swatted by Pincever. Like Dikembe Mutombo out there.
The HAFTR Hawks continue to struggle in the paint because of their size. As the ball goes out of bounds, it's going to be HAFTR ball. Greenberg's going to inbound it to Kuritsky.
And they just put some pressure on Gardenhouse there, and he lost that ball off his foot. And HAFTR will get another chance. They really struggled.
Greenberg bringing it up. Oh, and it's going to be a travel as the crowd cheers. And it's going to be Beth Tfiloh ball and Cameron Glazer inbounded to Gardenhouse. Gardenhouse now with the ball. He brings up the court. He looks to pass. Some great ball movement there by Beth Tfiloh to get it to Tepper. Tepper to Ross. No, but Kuritsky looks to steal it. But BT is able to still handle the ball. Gets it to Gardenhouse in the corner. Gardenhouse drives, shoots.
Strong take, can't get it to go. Pincever with the rebound. And now he will be fouled by Barrett. And we've had a little bit of a lull in the action here. No team has scored for a couple of minutes. It's been about, I think, 2.5 minutes since either team has scored. Still, HAFTR has not scored yet in the half. And we only have 2 minutes and 40 seconds to go in the third quarter. It's a big drought. Gardenhouse dribbling, guarded by Greenberg. Tepper in the corner. Cross court
Ross, no, but he travels.
Ryan Ross travels as he attacks the basket off of Tepper's cross-court pass.
Coach Braun looks incredibly disappointed on that play, as you know, they're gonna have to fix that, or else it'll definitely haunt them throughout this tournament. Against teams like Yavne, they have no room for any mistakes.
26-19. HAFTR got their first basket of the half there. Kuritsky making a strong move to get to the basket and just had an open layup after beating his man. HAFTR gets it back, trying to push the ball, but they miss the pass. Ball goes out of bounds off of Harris Gartenhouse. It will be HAFTR ball under the Beth Tfiloh basket.
Josh Fine looks to check in now, and he's going to come in for Oren Pinsver. Had a strong performance.
He had a couple of really nice blocks. He's part of the reason that it took so long for HAFTR to score this half.
Looks to be some confusion.
The ref is coming to the scorer's table, asking for a reset of the shot clock.
Clarifies the shot clock and gets it back set. And Ari Rubin, who's on the table, sets the clock back.
Greenberg inbounds to Laniato. Back to Greenberg in the corner. Crossover, driving baseline. Kick to Barrett's on the wing. That's an NBA range three, and just can't get it to go. That was a really long one. We've seen him take, I think he's taken 4 long threes, and he's missed all of them. Gartenhouse now bringing it up.
He's struggling with these 3-point shots. It's amazing to me that the coach is continuing to let him take these shots as he's missing them.
Gartenhouse got it on the wing to Ross in the corner. Strong baseline take, just can't get it go. Gets his own rebound, goes back up and is blocked by Perlo. Laniato got the rebound, pushing it
up the court.
Tries to get it to Perlo. Perlo would have had a wide open layup, but Ross makes a nice play and deflects the ball out of bounds off his foot. It will be HAFTR ball under the Beth Tfiloh basket.
To me, that did not seem like he did that on purpose. It just seemed to bounce off his foot.
It's possible. I'm not sure. Kuritsky there, pass it to an unsuspecting Barrett. Looked a little bit surprised as the ball hit him in the chest.
Barrett gets it back to Kuritsky as Kuritsky dribbles. He looks to shoot. A great drive, and he is able to finish with to make it a 5-score game.
Yeah, just an athletic play, splits the defenders. Now Gartenhouse going the other end, doing almost the same thing. Splitting the defenders with the dribble, misses layup against his own rebound, passing it out to Tepper, who gets fouled. That'll be on the floor. That will be on Greenberg.
Jake Greenberg is incredibly frustrated with that call.
This isn't the first time he's complained either. I think he feels like he's just had a couple calls go against him that he disagrees with, and that's always frustrating as a player. Cross-court pass.
The ball goes out of bounds into the stands and hits the parents of Bradley Harrison.
Yeah, that was just a cross-court pass by Glazer to try to find Gartenhouse in the corner, and it just wasn't there. Defender was on him the whole way. Beth Tfiloh ball.
Inbounds it to Glazer. Glazer with the ball in the corner. Gets it all the way up to Tepper at the top of the court. Down to Fine. Fine passes it into the paint to Tepper. Tepper to Glazer. Glazer is fouled. Tries to get the and one, but can't. And now is going to take 2 free throws, it looks like here.
And that was just passing up a good shot for a great shot. Tepper had what would have been a contested layup there. He might have been able to make it, but instead he made the extra pass to Glazer, who would have had an open layup if not for the blatant foul by HAFTR, sending him to the line.
With under 1 minute left in this third period.
26-21.
Glazer.
Warriors with Cameron Glazer at the line for one more.
Glazer shoots. He makes
it to go.
He makes it.
27-21. Barrett inbounds to Shamama. Kuritsky wants the ball, and he gets it.
Kuritsky now at the ball in the center of the court. Tepper playing defense on him right now. Kuritsky drives. Cannot finish. Has some strong defense by Beth Tfiloh.
Laniato gets the rebound.
Laniato gets the rebound. Kuritsky dribbles back to the basket. They're in the paint. He looks to shoot, and
Perlo gets that to go. Just went up, had Ryan Ross went for the fake, and he had an open layup.
A strong finish by Perlo.
Gartenhouse bringing the ball up, pass it to Justin, who gets it inside to Glazer, and Glazer will go back to the line.
After continuing to foul, and we'll see if some of these players foul out.
I think already right now they're at 5 fouls, and it only takes 2 more to get into the bonus, and we haven't even started the fourth quarter yet. Glazer knocks down the first one. 28-23.
Glazer continues to stay clutch in this game, hitting almost all of his free throws. As Oren Pincer looks to check in, he'll likely come in for Justin Tepper. Barrett's with the rebound. Barrett's gets it up.
Glazers miss to Shamama. 14
Shamama
seconds
with
left.
the ball. 10 seconds left now. Shamama passes it to Kuritsky. Kuritsky with the ball. They look to shoot. They can't. Back to Kuritsky. 3 seconds left.
Kick to Barrett's. Corner three.
Oh, and he hits the three.
That's a big shot. It now cuts that to a one-score deficit. It's 26-28 going into the fourth quarter.
That was a
And it looked like, at the beginning of this quarter, it looked like Beth Tfiloh was going to run away with this one. They were up 26-17. But HAFTR used a 9-2 run to close out the quarter. And it's anyone's game at this point. And it looked like it wasn't going to be, but HAFTR just continued to fight back. They started playing some really good defense. They didn't let Beth Tfiloh push the ball like they did at the beginning of the quarter. And they scored the ball. They got the ball inside, even though Beth Tfiloh had superior size, and they still got inside and were able to finish.
With only a 2-point game going into this fourth quarter, it should be very close and go back and forth with 7 minutes left in this game. And both teams will definitely come out with their best lineup and with the most intensity throughout this game. That was an incredibly clutch shot by HAFTR there, and
that was
really necessary.
Barrett's, who had missed some shots early, just continued shooting, and I guess that's why the coach continued to give him the green light. He was off a little bit, but let's see if he can get it going with that one. I think one of the big factors for this quarter, who's going to win the game, is going to be the fouls. Right now, HAFTR has committed 5 team fouls in the half, and Beth Tfiloh has only committed 1. That means that within a span of 2 fouls, Beth Tfiloh will be shooting 1-1 for the rest of the game. And that could be potentially very harmful to HAFTR and very good for BT.
That could definitely change the course of this game. And this is a very important game. BT looks to get its first win of the tournament, and they want to go into tomorrow with at least 1 win.
And Shamama bringing it up the court after inbound from Laniato.
Laniato with the 3-point shot. He hits it to take the lead.
He banks it in. They take the lead. Hurwitz has it.
BT now down by 1.
He's getting a lot of pressure, and that's a foul right there. Shamama kind of upset. He thought he was going to be able to get the ball, but instead, Beth Tfiloh gets the inbound on the side. Ryan Ross to inbound. Finds Hurwitz in the corner. Low post to Pincever. Ball gets knocked out, and they're fighting for the ball on the floor. Looked like Ryan Ross came out with it, but he was called for traveling. He stood up while he had the ball.
To travel by Ryan Ross. Barrett's now is going to inbound it into Shamama.
And I think this is a big possession. If HAFTR can expand their lead, I think that's very disheartening for Beth Tfiloh. They don't want to let it get to more than a 1-possession game, especially since they were leading so much. Right now, Barrett's passes to Shamama. Barrett's top of the key. Back to Shamama in the corner. Kuritsky in the wing. Finds Barrett's at the top of the key, maybe 4 steps behind the line, and he knocks it down. It's 32-28.
It's also
a big shot.
Important to note that Harris Gardenhouse, one of Beth Tfiloh's star players, is not in right now, as he is now currently checking in with Cameron Glazer, 2 vital players on this team, and who look to try to make a change right now.
And Ryan Ross just had a nice take. He caught it in the corner from Justin Tepper, drove strong baseline, got the layup.
Shamama with the 3-point shot, but he can't make it as Fine gets the rebound.
Tepper pushing it. Gets trapped in the corner, and he loses the ball. And Shamama is able to save it to Kuritsky.
Kuritsky with the shot. He scores on that fast
layup.
break.
And HAFTR is pumped up right now. It's 30-34. They were losing for almost the entirety of the game. But right now, they're up by 4. They're screaming. They're jumping. They are pumped up. And right now, Warriors coach Ari Braun is very upset. I think he thinks that his team has outplayed HAFTR for the beginning of this game, and they were winning. But right now they are just getting beat. I think they're getting out hustled, and HAFTR has been able to run the floor in the beginning of this quarter, and they've used that to take the lead. Definitely. As we saw Kuritsky right there, scoring an easy layup off of a Beth Tfiloh turnover.
those last few minutes by the HAFTR Hawks were very impressive to battle back against these Beth Tfiloh Warriors and really hush the crowd. The crowd goes quiet. Many are sitting now as the Hawks have continued to battle back against these Warriors. Glazer is now gonna pass it inbounded to Garden House, but the ref blows the whistle. He is
the shot clock was at the wrong number.
Exactly, the shot clock was at the wrong number, so they're gonna fix that. As Glazer is now gonna inbound it again. He inbounds it to Harris. Garden House now with the ball, dribbles up the court. He looks to pass it. Passes it to Hurwitz in the paint. Glazer in the corner. Back to Hurwitz. Hurwitz drives but cannot finish. BT doesn't get the rebound. And it's going to be the Hawks ball.
And that was, I think, a contentious call. Some of the fans looked upset at that one, thinking that one was deflected off of HAFTR's Laniato. But instead, Laniato will inbound the ball to Greenberg.
Greenberg taking it up the court. He seems to be calling a play. Gets it to
Barrett, to Kuritsky.
Kuritsky now with the ball. Into the corner. Greenberg shoots. Cannot finish as Garden House gets the rebound. Garden House with the ball. Gets it to Pintzver as he makes a great move and the crowd goes wild. Pintzver is able to finish to cause it to be a one-score game.
And Ross looks like he's a little bit injured, holding his nose. I think he got hit on that play. He went flying to the floor after he passed the ball to Pintzver. Kuritsky guarded by Gartenhouse at the top of the key. To Greenberg in the corner. Barrett at the top of the paint. He's hot. Kuritsky thinks about a deep three. Thinks again. Back to Greenberg. Barrett to Laniato in the high post. Greenberg, they're down to 10 seconds in the shot clock. And they call a timeout. They have good defense by Beth Tfiloh, and they had nowhere to go. They had no open looks. And the HAFTR coach wants a timeout. He wants to resettle his team. He wants to help them expand their lead and not let Beth Tfiloh get back into this one.
This is going to be an important timeout for both teams as the Warriors look to try to get their lead back, now down by 2, and the Hawks look to continue to build on their lead and try to get this win and move to 2-0 in this tournament. Beth Tfiloh really needs this win, I believe. Although it's early in this tournament, it's important to realize that to go 0-2 started in this tournament really is going to take some impact and is going to be hard for them to come back from. The Hawks have a lot of momentum right now coming into this fourth period with 4 minutes left.
And I've just been reminded by our videographer, Tyler Singer, that if you were watching this live on YouTube, you should subscribe to the channel. You will get the rest of the games that we are broadcasting and posting the video of. You can watch it, you can listen, and enjoy. And please subscribe.
Don't forget, check into all your scores on WeinerFever.com.
That's right. Shout out to Eli Salzberg and Jordan Kasoff for putting that together. Right now, we have ball inbounded to Kuritsky. Passes it to Barrett in the corner. Shooting it at the end of the shot clock. Can't get it to go. But the rebound goes off of Cameron Glazer, out of bounds, and it will remain HAFTR ball.
Many seem to believe that it didn't go off Glazer, and we're very upset with that call. But nonetheless, it's HAFTR's ball coming in. And
Greenberg had a difficult time inbounding the ball, but he finally gets it into Laniato, who misses a wide-open layup. Harris Gartenhouse going the other way, going all the way coast to coast.
A great take there by Harris Gartenhouse.
And the game is tied, and the fans are right back into this game. 34-34, 3.5 minutes to play.
It's almost as if someone has put the life back into these fans as they're continuing to cheer loudly, and they want their Warriors to get this win as bad as anything. Kuritsky now with the ball in the corner. He dribbles into the paint, looks to pass, passes it up. Greenberg open with no one around him. He passes it to Barrett. Barrett's now with the three-point shot. Misses. Now Gardenhouse brings it back up the court. Gardenhouse dribbles into the paint, passes it.
Hurwitz was wide open in the corner, but he badly missed that one. Greenberg with the rebound, bringing it up the court. finds Koritsky running the floor for an open three. He also misses.
Ryan Ross now with the rebound. He's going to look to get it to Glazer, but he can't. Instead, passes it to Gardenhouse. Koritsky on defense there. Gardenhouse gets it to Ryan Ross in the paint. He dribbles up. Oh, and he can't finish.
That was a great move to split the defense. He just missed that layup.
He's going to want that one back later tonight.
That's for sure. Greenberg to Koritsky, setting up the offense. Screen from Tfiloh. Koritsky drives, kicks it out to Barrett, misses the three. So we saw him hit two, one at the end of the third quarter, one at the beginning of the fourth year. And other than that, he's really been a non-factor in this game. 2 big threes, but he's missed, I think, 6 others. And he obviously looks like he feels like those should be going in. A little bit disappointed just that he hasn't been able to get his shots to fall.
Definitely, Barrett looks really disappointed as Glazer lines up to take these free throws. It's a tied game, 34-34, with 2 minutes and 16 seconds left in this game, as Glazer hits his first free throw to go up 1 point against these Hawks.
And because it's 1-1, that will bring up another free throw for Glazer.
Glazer with his second free throw.
And he knocks it down. Those are big free throws. Free throws in the last couple minutes of the game are something that really hurt the Warriors last year and were a big factor in their loss to Ramaz in the semifinals. But seeing Cameron Glazer knock him down here is a good sign and will help them if they want to win.
Koritsky
which
now
clearly
with the ball.
they do.
Koritsky now with the ball, dribbles into the paint, passes it out.
Tfiloh misses the jump shot from the long two from the corner.
And Ross gets the rebound, gives it to Gardenhouse as he dribbles up the court. The Hawks playing some competitive defense. Jared Hurwitz with the three-point shot. He shoots. He misses as Glazer tries to get the rebound, but they call a foul on Glazer, it looks like.
It was a loose ball foul, and Glazer looks kind of confused. He's mouthing what was the foul. He doesn't know why that was called on him. I didn't see anything either, but the refs clearly did. Greenberg bringing the ball up the court off the inbound pass from Barrett.
A minute and 40
Ryan Ross
seconds
picking
left.
him up.
Koritsky with the ball. He looks to pass it to Barrett. Barrett looks to shoot, can't, passes it back to Koritsky. Koritsky at the top of the key, looks to pass. Greenberg now with the shot. He shoots, misses.
It's an ill-advised shot. He had a lot of time left in the shot clock and took a very deep and contested three, missing it. Gardenhouse bringing it back the other way to Ross in the wing.
Some tough defense there, and the ball goes for the Hawks. It's going to be Leonardo taking the ball in, and he's going to pass it into Greenberg with 1 minute and 12 seconds left with the Warriors up by 2. Greenberg passes it to Koritsky. Koritsky out the ball at the top of the key. 1 minute left in this game. Koritsky now with the ball, tries to make some moves on Gardenhouse, but can't. Oh, and a travel by Greenberg. That's going to be big.
He made a nice move to get free of Gardenhouse in the corner with the nice fake, but then just traveled, making his move to the basket. It's a big for BT because he would have had a wide open short jump shot.
And now BT is going to get the ball back with 1 minute left in this game, up by 2 points. Gardenhouse now with the ball. He calls out some play. Gets the ball back to Glazer, and a timeout is called by head coach Ari Braun by the Beth Tfiloh Warriors, and he seems to be exchanging some words with his players with a minute left in this game. Jonathan,
I think he just wants to make sure that all of his guys are on the same page. It's a 2-point game. You don't want to have any mishaps here. You don't want some players running different plays than others. You just want to make sure everyone's settled down, everyone's focused, and everyone knows exactly what they're supposed to be doing. And that's how you hold on to win the game. It's just you do the right things. And if you play smart and you don't lose the basketball and give away free points by giving up fast break layups or fouls that are pointless fouls that just lead to free throws for the other team, I think Beth Tfiloh can hold on to win this one. But we'll see. It's still a 2-point game. A minute left to play can sometimes feel like a long time, and I think it will tonight.
Definitely, and with 1 minute left in this game, this will be an intense last minute, with the Hawks really going to be battling it out to try to get some points here and tie it up. It's going to be Cameron Glazer inbounding the ball with 56 seconds left and a tied game.
Glazer.
Now inbounds it. Some hesitation there, some confusion with the ref. Now he inbounds it to Gardenhouse. Gardenhouse with the ball, looking to pass. Instead, he dribbles into paint.
And that's a push, but that will put him to the line because of the bonus. We talked about this earlier, how important the large number of free throws that HAFTR had picked up. And we're seeing that right here. I think if HAFTR could sort of take away some of those fouls from earlier, they definitely would. This is giving Gardenhouse a chance to get some easy points, and free throws could ultimately decide the game, especially because Beth Tfiloh will be going to the line at every HAFTR foul.
Definitely and the Hawks have 8 fouls compared to Beth Tfiloh's 2 fouls.
But Gardenhouse misses, and Shmama pulls out the rebound, bringing it up the court to Koritsky in the wing.
40 seconds left in this one. Leonardo with the shot. He
And
makes it.
that's
It's a tied game here.
30 seconds left.
Gardenhouse.
Tie ball game. This is crazy.
Gardenhouse with the ball. Coach Ari Braun mentioned that he wants Gardenhouse with the ball if there's just a few seconds left in this game, and it's tied. So look to see if they get the ball to Harris Gardenhouse.
But instead, ball goes inside to Oren Pinsver. He's got a chance to retake the lead for Beth Tfiloh. He's going to the line again because of that bonus situation. Oren Pinsver will be at the line. And at the next one, if there is another foul by HAFTR, it will be the double bonus. So they will get 2 shots regardless of what happens on the first one. Pinsver trying to knock this one down.
This is an important free throw for the Beth Tfiloh Warriors to try to go up top here. He shoots, and he hits it.
That's a huge shot. The crowd loves it. They've taken the lead with 22.6 seconds left, 37-36, and because he made the first one, he will get another one. See if he can make this one too.
His second free throw. It's up. No, it's not good.
It misses, and HAFTR will take a timeout.
Now, if HAFTR is able to score here, that'll put them up above the Warriors, and Oren's miss there is going to play a big role in this game. Potentially could play a big role in this game.
And because there's only 21 seconds left on the clock, the shot clock has been turned off, and that means that HAFTR, if they would like, and I would assume they will, they can hold for the shot at the last second and leave Beth Tfiloh almost no time to get another chance if they do score. That means that if they score as time runs out, the game's over and Beth Tfiloh just doesn't have another chance.
That's a great point, and we'll likely see that right now. BT's going to look to try to keep their lead up by 1 right now.
And really this just comes down to playing good defense, doing the right things, don't foul, and hopefully Beth Tfiloh can pull out the win.
Gardenhouse looks to the crowd and seems to try to pump them up with a nod. They recognize that nod, and they're trying to get loud as well. Fans play a big role in this tournament.
The Warriors making sure that everyone knows what their assignments are.
And another timeout called by the Beth Tfiloh Warriors.
And again, it just looked like 1 or 2 players didn't know exactly who they were supposed to be guarding. Gardenhouse was trying to direct them, but Coach Ari Braun wasn't going to take any chances here. He wants his team to be doing exactly the right things. He wants everyone to be guarding the right people. He doesn't want any mismatches. This is what the game comes down to. This right here, these last 20 seconds decide the game.
Definitely.
And you can't afford any mistakes here.
No mistakes at all. No mistakes at all. And as we
that's
mentioned,
from either team. HAFTR, if can't afford a turnover, they can't even afford a missed shot. They got to execute perfectly. I'm sure their coach is drawing up a play to give the player that he wants to take the shot. But we talked to him earlier, and I asked him if it comes down to a situation like this, who does he want taking that shot? And his response was, I trust all my guys. So I think that helps him a lot. He doesn't have to draw up a play for a specific player. He can draw it up with different options, and he's comfortable with anyone on the floor taking that last second shot.
That's unlike BT's play where they want to get the ball really want to get the ball to Gardenhouse if they just have a few seconds left on the clock.
Yeah. Koritsky inbounding to Shmama, bringing it up the court.
Under 20 seconds left. Koritsky now with the ball. He looks to pass. The clock's
10 seconds. Koritsky looking to dribble penetrate. Spin move. Kicks it out to Barrett. No.
Barrett with the shot.
Long two.
No!
Saved. Leonardo gets another chance, and he misses it. Barrett's missed the initial shot, but Leonardo got the rebound and put it up and missed it. Beth Tfiloh gets a big win here.
That's the game.
The
The Warriors
one-
win 37-36, and they go to a record of 1-1 in this tournament as the Hawks fall to 1-1 as well.
And that was just a great effort by the Warriors all around. I think really by both teams we saw a very competitive game. And I think what we really saw by both teams was that we saw runs. We saw in the beginning Beth Tfiloh came out strong, and then HAFTR got back into it. Beth Tfiloh came out strong, HAFTR got back into it. And then we saw HAFTR had another run to start this fourth quarter. Looked like they were running away with it. Beth Tfiloh had another run. And that's really what basketball is. It's a game of runs. It's who plays well at the right time. Beth Tfiloh played better in the last 2 minutes, and they pulled out the win. Thank you so much for listening.
Thank you to all our listeners. We're here all throughout the tournament. Evyatar Singerman and Jonathan Arking.
Tune in tomorrow morning at 10:30 for the girls' game, and listen throughout for the rest of the weekend for all the other games. Follow on WienerFever.com and watch on YouTube Live.
Thank you
so
very much, and have a great night.
Weiner Fever. Catch it.